Hello everyone, welcome. Here we are, here we go. Welcome on yet another devs and holders meeting. So, as always, if you're here, leave a thumbs up. We will appreciate it very much. It's gonna be helpful for either the algorithm or, for more of the algorithm. So yeah, as always, we got the team of three, this time with Christian, and as always, Bartek, the devs manager, and I'm Mikołaj. Hi, guys.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
So yeah, there's been a lot of news going on, not only on the platform, but also on, well, outside the platform. We're gonna hop into the platform first to see what was going on in the past week, but also we're gonna show you what was happening, not only in the Big Short Bets community, but also outside of it. So here we go, as always. Let's see, something I haven't done lately on our devs and holders meeting is to check out the community number of active accounts, which skyrocketed recently. Last week, I think it was around 3,000. And let's see what happened. Around the 9th, 8th of April, which was last week, we had 3,000 right now currently. Is almost 4,000 active accounts on the app. But as I said before we're gonna go to the app right here. We're gonna check out some tweets from the recent.
I want to add one thing because
Yes.
you don't have these numbers, but I know from Citra that there was something around 700 downloads of Android application
In the past week.
since in the past week. So it's the numbers just skyrocket, and we appreciate a lot your everything that you are just giving us and all the community. So yeah, we are happy that somebody just use our tool, right?
To the moon. And we're gonna check out how you guys are using the tool, because there's a bunch, like, well, 1,000 new users, 700 the apps download. But first of all, let's see and check out what was going on with Big Short Bets and Rafał Zaorski, the founder of the founder basically of the Big Short Bets project. There was a huge Luna short in our community, the so-called second Luna war, short war, happening just this week, and this is probably why most of the new users came over, because they were looking for some news in our shorting community. And yeah, this is how it looked like. Also on Big Short Bets, obviously you should, if you're here, you should give a follow to all these free accounts, which is obviously the Big Short Bets on Twitter family, and also the news. So you also can see the mentions and reviews in English right over here on the playlist. So from time to time, someone new is doing the reviews and seeing what's going on. It's nice because, the community is growing. So recently there have been a lot of memes regarding the Luna short. Obviously, how is your short, son? As you see, it's on fire. Also, obviously, Rafał Zaorski made a tweet regarding stable Kwon. Is it true Luna is Korean? In Korean means SHIT, like Ponzi. The second Polish-Korean war over Luna continues. This is what was going on. Also, Rafał Zaorski was in Hate Park, made by Kanał Sportowy just a few days ago. If you're Polish, if you haven't seen it, it's worth to see, because there was a mention of the Big Short Bets project, a slight one, but still, very quite important one regarding, obviously, this new around 1,000 new users. So yeah, let's hop to the platform and see how you guys welcomed the new users. So this is basically how it looks right now. And most important news is obviously Luna short recently, but also there have been some questions. Maybe we could answer those questions quite fast before we go straight to our devs to see how the work is going. So obviously someone said, that we are going to do great things here, and there is a lot of welcome going on. Hello, fellas, nice to be here. Gang skurwysynów, yes, exactly that. So there was a question: is the platform only for speculation? I would say no, and this is why no, because you don't only use this kind of news for the speculation like the Luna short, but also you can use it for, well, anything else. If you're a journalist living abroad or living anywhere, there are a lot of news. So as you know, the platform is fully anonymous, and there is a lot of insiders sharing their thoughts and sharing, leaks, basically leaks from their own companies. We got a lot of guys and girls, obviously, from all around the planet working in like steel industry, working in any other kind of industries, giving a heads up for all the shorters, but not only for the shorters, but also anyone else that might find this information useful. Am I right, Bartek? Is it only for speculation? No, it is not.
Yeah, exactly. So, the best case scenario is that we have an anonymous, let's say, community that it's working together to get information in the first place, right? So you can imagine that I'm, for example, working in, I don't know, IT environment with the cryptocurrencies, and I can heard some rumors about few things, and I can share this with you. And on the other hand, I will receive, for example, information like we had on a platform. For example, on our platform, we know about the crisis on the border on Poland with the with the Belarus weeks before the media just start talking about it, right? So this is the things that you can just imagine how can impact you as an entrepreneur, how you can use that as a journalist or any other, let's say, jobs that the informations require to be first in the place to be good, right? So something like that. And as well, the second thing is that we start based on your request. We just working hardly right now and back to the groups, so there will be option to create your own community inside our community. It means that there will be place for you and for people similar to you to just share more informations and just have a safe place to share your thoughts. And like always, it's worth to mention that you're owner of your data, you're owner of your account, and we don't have any access to your account and data. We don't collect anything about you, right? And yeah, and as long you have access to your Ethereum wallet, that long you will have access to the platform, right?
Yes.
And as long nobody will steal your private key from Ethereum wallet, nobody will be able to just use your account and just go there, right? So this is something that I think is this is a game changer, right? So there is no emails, no passwords, anything like that, right?
So there have been a lot of baits recently. The baits are like tweets, the baits are like posts that everyone sees. And there was one question right here, because it's me wrote, "Hi guys, I see that so many hello posts are baiting up. I think you should think how important it should be not to do this. Bait up is not like a like button. Like on Facebook or Instagram. On this platform, it means that the author of the post is trustworthy. Giving to everyone baits up without any reason helps potential scammers take your money in the future." So this is the thing that new users sometimes, they quite don't get it at the beginning, because every platform.
I'm shocked right now. I'm shocked right now.
So
I don't have a chance to be on platform this week. Because we are working hard, but I'm just shocked that something that we are all the time constantly saying since first day of this project, so more than 1 year, we are explaining all the time that the reactions bait and dump is the tool for community to just vote what is useful and who is useful in the platform in the community, right? And to improve the rank of this person as well, the position, the position of the bait on the main wall. I'm quite surprised that this user just explains this better than me on the live. So I'm happy that we have this community like that, right?
Because there are a lot of new users.
So yeah,
getting baits like, "Hi guys, how you doing? I'm new here," and it's getting baits up, at the very beginning, without getting any, useful insight already. You're getting I don't know, going for a higher rank, for a trustworthy, and for the
There was,
inside.
this is a very good experiment because I remember that the first post on the platform when we just started with Sandbox was just a test, if you know what I mean. So the title was a test and the description was a test, and then everybody tried to check is this working or not, right? And everybody just gets baits up for that, right? But I just realized that few months later, if somebody just posted test, then you receive tremendous amount of baits down on this post, right? Because you are just making a trash between the useful information. And this was quite funny, right? Because in the first place, somebody say, "Oh yeah, this is great. Somebody just tested that, right? We are using that." But when this, useful information is coming more and more in a volume on the platform, they just start baiting down the test baits, and it was quite funny that something just changed so quickly through the months, right? So
there are like there is this bait here. Hey, how is everyone doing? Bait down. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, sure, but baits down can work out against you as well. If you're trying to get your rank up, well, baits down might be tricky. So yeah, watch out not to spam, because you might get some baits down. So that's the news from me, because it's very nice that there is more and more people joining, but you gotta watch out because this platform is a little bit different, and I think people are happy about it, that
yeah,
it is different.
yeah, I just want to mention because why we have this bait down, bait up is similar to the Reddit, but it's quite different. I mean, a little bit different, right? You maybe know from there is arrows to up and down and so on, but this is the different here because we don't have algorithm that is trying to recognize what is your preferences, right? What do you like, what you're looking for.
Sure.
Yes, we don't want to collect that, we don't want to analyze that because it's something that can be used against you. But we want to help you to find something that is useful, right? So but the useful, let's say, meaning, if you define that, is something that most of the people on a platform is thinking that it's valuable, right? And
Yeah, so
only way to just say that.
So if you see the screen right now, I will show it to you right now, Bartek, because I know you don't see it, but there you go. You see it now. There is this bait, which is basically a meme. This meme has 23 baits up. Even I baited it up, but is it useful for me? No. Is it funny? Yes. What should I do? Yeah, bait up. So this is how it works. And the guy is already trusted, maybe for other reasons as well. But you might get your rank up just by posting memes, because most of the new guys might be used to the older platforms. Hey, I see meme. I'm a simple person. Meme means a thumbs up or a bait up in this example.
And so, like always, right? I will give you inside info from the team. We just realized that we need to change a little bit your way how you're thinking about debates, up and down votes. And we just realized with the team that there is one way how to encourage you to set your vote on every bait. And it will be like that. Right now, you can see that how many baits up and down is there on a post, right? Without giving your vote, right? Right now we want to change this, and the new UI is coming. The new rebranding of our platform is coming. It will be more, I think, sophisticated, in my opinion, and will be more clear and beautiful. But this is not the point of what I tried to say. The point is that there will be the thermometer, the graph that is showing how many good and bad reactions is there, and the numbers of the reactions will be as well there on a bait. But you won't be able to see them at least until you will put there your reactions as well. It will can encourage you, to use your vote to every bait, or maybe the bait that you are interested in, to give this to make sure that it will be people. Human, they are curious, right? So they want to know the numbers, right? So maybe it will
the bait up and bait down after you check out. So you can leave a bait up and then see, oh, okay, that's a scam or whatever. Bait down. Then you can switch,
Yeah, you can switch, but you cannot put. I mean, you cannot remove your vote, right? So if you just once again select one value, you can just change to another, but never back to the 0, right?
Okay, so it's either one way or the other. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So we can bait.
But this is inside info that we never announced, but something that is worth to mention. The baits will be hidden, and you right after the comment, I mean the reaction, you'll be see the proportion and the ratio of the baits down, up and down right after that.
Okay, guys, so that's a really cool beginning, and I think we could go forward with news from the devs this time. So whatever you got prepared, I know there is a market going on, so yeah, let's talk about it.
Yes, like always, I need to just a little bit use it. Christian is fighting with that problem currently, but yeah, maybe you remember that a week ago we just show you the how we open the positions and the first step, right? How to open the positions, how to put the order and the baits on a smart contract, and we just talk a little bit about the logic, the sense behind that. Right now is the second part. So currently, the input of our presentation right now, you need to imagine that you are a user who has several positions, for example, in many directions. In both directions. And you want to try to close one of them, or maybe just part of this position closed, anything like that, and everything will be as well using our methods on a smart contract, but more details will Christian share during the presentation.
Sure.
Sure thing. So let me share my screen. As a picture says more than 1,000 words. Just one moment. And you should be able to see one of my browsers.
There we go.
Pretty soon.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Team Dark Mode. That's me.
Yeah, Dark Lambo.
Right. So last time we went through the initial process of creating a first order in the market. I won't do a recap of that. Let's just move through. I want to jump into a hypothetical scenario where we already have a user who is a trader. In this case, a trader that is optimistic, has long view on the market. He has some open positions for Ethereum. He believes it will go up. He bought, but unfortunately, positions he bought a few hours back for higher price than the current market is right now. He would like to cut the loss. He did some grid. He has positions bought at different prices and with different quantities. So let's see how cutting a loss and closing a position would look like. So first of all, since we introduced quantities, the user will have two options. Option number one is to close the position altogether. We try to display him some hints or intels about what is the current market price based on Oracle, what is his estimated profit and loss. We don't know with which order will he be matched with. So again, this is just estimation based on Oracle price. And this is how much money he will get back in total if transaction goes successful. However, the user also has a choice. He can just close part of a bigger position, and let's try this option. Let's actually try to close only a half of the position. Let's say I still hope that the market will go up. So when I close the bet in a standard market application, we would be done already. But in bigshortbets, since we interact with a blockchain that is intended to be publicly available, our operation is interaction with the contract. We would like to tell the contract that we are closing part of this position, and thus we need to use our MetaMask wallet and confirm this operation. Now, The process is a little bit longer and more complicated than usually, because first of all, what is happening now while this loader is working is our transaction, our interaction with the contract is being processed by blockchain nodes. And after that happens, there's still one more step left, that is making sure that is backend actually reading the transaction from the contract, running its matching engine, and trying to find an order that will be matched. This all can happen at various times. We are still working on reflecting all these stages and all this process to the user as fast as possible. It's not fully done yet, but let me show you what I think is happening behind our backs on the backend side. Unfortunately, we don't have backend developers today with us to show us that, but I prepared another wallet, another user, another trader, who is actually having a mixed view on the market. So he both have a buy order for lower price and sell order for higher price. So when I was trying to close my previous buy order, there's actually a buyer waiting for me already. So my position should be matched and closed with that buy order. And let's just verify that happens. For development purpose, since we don't have this automatic refresh yet, I will force this refresh by just moving across tabs, and voila. Now I see that the quantity of my order got actually reduced, and I'm left with only one long contract for Ethereum.
Let's just me step in and just explain one thing. So please keep in mind, guys, that the positions that you have, right, they are peer-to-peer positions. It means that each quantity, each piece of the contract that you have, it's the relation between you and your opponent, right? It means that you maybe have two contracts with the same person, you can have two contracts with different two persons, but no matter what's happened, if you are closing your position and there is a, let's say, waiting, there is an order book filled with the people ready to jump into the market, what's happened when you are closing your part of the position? Because you want to close your long, right? But the person who is in a short position with you maybe don't want to close the position, right? So what's happened in the system? System is looking for a replacement for you. So it means that the short guy who is with you in the contract right now, because Christian was in long, and let's just for instance, right, for the purpose of the presentation, just assume that the Christian has a position with me. So I was in the short position and Christian was in the long position, right? And there was Mikołaj were waiting to the jump from the seats from Christian, right? And Christian say, okay, this is enough for me. I want to just remove one from my contract from the market, but I cannot do it without my permission, right? Because I want to, get everything that you have in the position, because we are just betting on the price of the Ethereum, and they want to just jump out of my position because you are afraid of the moving price, right? So system's looking for a replacement. In this case, I'm still in a short position, but the long owner just changed, right? Right now I am in a position with the Mikołaj, and Christian just jump out of the position, right? So this is a little bit different, and this is why we need to make this matching protocol checking this there isn't anything. And right now we need to stop, and there probably, if you are catching up with us and there probably will be questions, what's happened if there is no replacement for me? What's happened if there is nobody with the offer that match my criteria and to replace me in the position? In this case, the opponent will be able to close the positions on their options. So it means that we are waiting for time or to close the contract. It means that, for example, by the end of every month, we will be, counting how many contracts we have and closing them, and throwing the tokens based on your earns, or actually not throwing, but sending back to you the tokens based on your gains or losses, right? But maybe I just realized that, okay, if there is no second, options, and we are in a bet, and we can stay this bet as long as I want to, right? There is no option to find the replacement. But what's happened if there is no replacement, but you have already 100% losses? Then system automatically close your position and say, okay, you lose this bet, there is no replacement. The guy who is in the short position with you is taking all your money, and that's it, right? We cannot create the losses more than, we cannot create a loss for you, and this is one of the assumptions of the market, more than you just put onto the market, right? So if you just invest, for example, put on the table $3,000, you cannot lose more than $3,000, right? Of course, this is the disadvantage of people in gains, right? Because maybe you will be able to get not 3,000, but maybe 4 and maybe 5, or maybe 10,000, right? But no matter. This is the peer-to-peer, so you cannot get more gains than your opponent is able to pay, right? And that's all.
Sounds good. Straightforward.
Yeah, of course, like always. Sorry, Christian, go on.
No worries. You basically explained things that I was about to talk about. The only thing that I can show you more is I can go back to this wallet and verify if I was really matched with that particular order, if this order will be fulfilled, and we'll move to position step. It might actually happen because order book might be filled with orders created by, say, other wallets, other users. I guess developers from our team are still playing around on the market, and it could have been matched with something else, but let's just verify it out of curiosity. Oh, this user was actually pretty active, so I'm not sure if I will find this order here.
It was
something with a date that, sorry, not this one that suggests it's probably this one. I go back to orders, and voila, this order disappeared, which means that we really observed a matching of orders of two users in real time, almost real time, because we need to figure out how exactly to refresh interface so that it reflects changes ASAP, but at the same time in a way that people know exactly in which stage the order or closing order actually is. So that would be it from my side. Now let me just make one short comment to what Bartek said. If you feel like understanding how this market works is complicated, I fully understand you. I think that until maybe today, I still had some gaps in my understanding of every particular process of the market. So I will definitely push on creating some better explanation of how everything works here. I feel that some visuals connecting not only interface but also maybe a graph showing users, actors, traders, which order goes to who, gets matched with what, and how it impacts salary will be very useful, I think, for full understanding, or just ability to play in our sandbox and get intuitive feeling of how everything works. That's it from my side. Thanks, you guys.
Yeah. So you can see the other side, everything, right? Yeah. And one more thing, I just have one question in my mind, but maybe I will just rewind. Yeah, guys, any questions about that? Okay, so I know. Like you can see, this is a little bit complicated. I mean, not that complicated. It's just, it's just a little bit different than the standard that you are knowing from the market, right? This is so you're expecting to behave the software in a certain way, but it's different because in the foundations is built in a different way, so the behavior will be always different, right? So this is like, we know that you will have your behaviors, your let's say prefer way to use that, but not really prefer, but how market teach you, learn you to use that. But of course, we need to understand that if you are doing something in a foundations different completely, the process as well can be changed, right? It will change, right? This is what's happened in our case. But you can ask me and our team how we want to reduce the risk is going with that. So like I said in the past, we want to give you access to the testnet to make sure that you will be able to use the virtual coins without risking your real money, to just check how it's work. As well, we are working on a the docs website where you'll have all the documentation with the manual instructions, with the tutorials, with the videos. We have many plans to reduce your your uncertainty, your anxiety from new things, and I hope it will be enough to just help you to use without any problems in this market, right?
Yeah, the
Okay,
testnet will be very important in this case. I mean,
I think the testnet is most important, right?
Yeah, it's always the practice, because you know how it is. People are buying games or buying whatever without checking out the rules or checking out how it is. It's just obviously the practice. I think people will be very much into trying this out, not on the real money, obviously, to see how it will do, how it will go.
Exactly.
So, guys, if you have some questions, let us know. We also... Okay. Bartek?
Yeah, so like I said, currently we use all our resources to just deliver the market, and this is why we don't have time and resources to start working on iOS app. But what I heard and what I know, the Citral is fighting for that, and we find a way how we can easily reuse our code from, maybe not easily, but it's not easy, but let's say like that. There is option that could help us to reuse few things from our Android code and speed up the development of the iOS application, but I cannot say more. But we are checking few things to make sure that we can just deliver that without wasting not wasting, but investing a lot of time and resources on that, right? It's not a waste, it's just investment, but like always, we need to be
I mean, you can
careful with our resources, right?
Yeah, you can't do everything at once, so that's understandable, of course. So Cryjack, you gotta wait for it. The market is priority.
I think
right
maybe
now,
some announcements we will have about this app, maybe in around June, July, something like that. But it will be more like a maybe heads up, not
like an announcement only. Sure.
Maybe something like that. So, but right now we don't have any option to push anything to the iOS application, right?
Yeah, obviously the worst thing that could happen is to deliver a promise and under-deliver the app. So I totally understand it, because you guys are working like hell on other pieces, and this entire project is made by pieces. So piece by piece, it's gonna go forward. I think I'm saying this all the time, every week, that this is the small steps. The ROM wasn't built within a day, so I think you get that. And I'm not the dev here. I'm just speaking. I'm just speaking in behalf of them. So I'm pretty sure they're working hard for you. And the most important thing is that they are actually listening to all your questions, to all your insights and tests. So Cryjack, try out the Android app and go ahead and see the test net of the market. And
okay, so let's just say one thing. So the Android environment, I mean, the Kotlin environment, the language that we are using in our application, it's much easier to integrate few outside application. In iOS, it's a little bit different and a little bit harder, and we're not sure. We can just see that the iOS application version of the MetaMask is not stable like we want, and that will cause a lot of problems. So we are looking for any other solutions, like for example, maybe there is a way to extend our portfolio of the wallets that we can use, or maybe there will be an option that we can be not depend on, for example, MetaMask, or there is any way how we can, for example, as well use our solution for connecting with the Tornet as well on iOS. So there is a lot of questions and let's say R&D, the research and development piece of work that we need to in the first place just deliver to make sure that we deliver the high quality safe code for that solution, right? So this is everything like that, right?
So there might be another interesting question for you, Bartek, on the chat.
Yeah, how is the margin calculated based on what equity? Okay, so let's say like that. The position is isolated value, right? So it means that you're putting your money on a position that there is no way that you can lose more than you just use for your position, right? Of course, there will be option to you can in the future, in the next version of the market, it will be to, let's say, increase your isolated position. So for example, you can extend your position in losses and so on if you are believing in that, but in the current state not. And if we are talking about the equity, there is something there is this margin, not the margin, but the, let's say, the level that if you are close to the 5% of your isolated value of the position. So for example, if you invest, let's say for instance, right, $100 and you're hitting the target of $95 of loss, so minus 95, then the system triggers the liquidation process. This means that it's looking for replacements in your position. If there is no replacement for your position, then the contract is closed for both sides. And this is working like that, right? So we are calculating that based on price, but the price we are using to just realize if you are on a liquidation, it's taking from the Oracle, right? So this is the Oracle price, is our price that we are looking for to make sure that you are maybe in the losses or not, right? So the Oracle price is the base value that we are used to calculate your liquidity and your gains and losses, right? I hope I answered your questions.
Sure. So Krajek said, yeah, I only have iOS. Good luck with the app. Yeah, sure. Just a little while longer, as we said. Other than that, if you have some questions, let us know. You can also leave them for the team on the Telegram, and you can find out all the information. Basically on the website, basically on the app itself. You can easily download it, so go through the Onion and log in with your wallet and just go straight to the other guys. If not the devs right over my head, then the other users will be glad to help you, because the community is growing. And
yeah, I want to just say one thing, because let's just give you once again I want to give you a lot of inside information today, because I don't know, I have a good day, so Orwell is not here today, so I need to just fill the gap of him.
Yeah.
So what I want to say is that right after the holidays that we will in a week we will have, in this week we have in Poland, we will start testing the extended functionality of the group management. So I want to send all the best wishes and greetings to people who are creating the groups in our on our platform and is asking for this functionality. Yes, it's coming and it's so close. So, but I don't want to give you a date like always, but it will be.
To make a live stream, either a live stream or a podcast where I'm making a group for my viewers. So you think I should wait a little, 1 week longer, and
it will be easier for you, because if there will be, let's say, 100% 100 requests to join your group right now, you need to click every time accept, and there will be option to accept all of them in once, right? So it will, so and
the
there will
group
be many
is coming. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
but not
amazing.
it's not nothing significant for the users, right? But it will help the people who want to be. Yeah, it's a group management to people who want to create their own community. I think it will be a huge update, and as well, we want to introduce the same update on Android applications, so you will be able to not only use that on a web application, but as well on your phone.
Is it going to be more chances as you make a group as well as an administrator, moderator of the group, or is it going to be just the same?
You can just rephrase the question.
So if I make a group now, and either if I'm gonna make a group after the update, is it gonna be any significant changes as you make a group?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's
If
gonna be
you already
similar.
have a group, then yeah, they will be just the view and the options will change, right? And the old groups and the new groups, all the groups will be equal and will have the same access to the same functionalities
Yeah,
without, let's say,
But I mean the
grouping them to
interface
the old one. Yeah, the
of
interface
making...
will be the same for everybody, right?
Okay.
For all the groups will be the same.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm gonna make this group after the what is it? It's not Christmas. The yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try this out and check this out after the holidays. Yeah.
Okay, guys. For the last chance, for first time, for second time, for third time, there is any last question to us?
Good. Yeah, but if you have some other questions for later, you can just remember that. Oh, the new positions
Yeah,
are over here.
always.
So yeah, you can just write to the devs, obviously not only on the live stream, but as you see, it's worth coming here because you get special insights from the devs themselves. So as you see, the groups are coming. I'm happy about the groups actually. They're gonna be important for me, probably more than the market, but I will try the market myself as
Yeah,
well.
it's worth to, it's worth to mention that this is your hard work, guys. Your community as a community, right? You pushed so hard on me in the private messages on the Telegram, every live stream that we have since I don't know since
57
first
episodes.
live. Yeah, I think it was 40 something
Okay.
episode, right? So yeah, it was a long time that I just saying no, but we just realized that how important is that for you. So we just say okay,
Good.
let's do it, right? And this is not something that I'm just come up. It's something that you just give us as an idea, and we want to just give you that as a gift for your hard work and suggestions that you're constantly giving us on the Telegram.
Amazing. So yeah, if you have some the last one, I think will be from the Mercy. The old balance will be restored.
The old balance, yeah, because the old balance was not on the same blockchain, and right now we have the blockchain. But for testnet, will be option to claim your tokens, right? To use for testnet. But if we are talking about the clear net, the main net, the bigshortbets net, the real one. Of course, we won't be able to give you those $1,000s that you had on the testnet, and I hope you know that.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. So yeah, that's a wrap, guys. And if you have some other questions, remember you can feel free. I mean, you can find the team everywhere on Telegram, on Twitter, on the platform itself, everywhere. So we see you next week, and you guys have a cool weekend, cool holiday, spend it with your family. The team also say regards to the team. Go chill out, have a break, and we see you next week after all of this. So yeah, thank you so much.